This message is going to all senior healthcare professionals across the globe. This is Jay Cozy, your senior healthcare speaker slash facility administrator slash industry peer. Before we get started with this week's message, I always want to thank those healthcare professionals who worked over the weekend. You know, this is a team approach 365 days a year. We couldn't do it without you. For those professionals who are off a couple of days, hopefully you were able to disengage, renew, restore, and ready to serve well this week. For those operational and clinical leaders out there, hopefully you avoided the whoop from your family, the whoop being that time when they look and shake their head and say, please, get off of the phone with the facility. We need you engaged with us. As we move forward with the empowerment series this week, we're going to focus in on identifying the why. What called you to senior health care in the first place? See, we navigate in a very demanding space. I mean, just look at the pandemic. We moved from a career choice to a career duty. First of all, our jobs require a great deal of emotional energy. It's very much high stakes. We're caring for people. It's very volatile. Anything can happen at any given moment. When I'm out talking, I always talk about white flag moments. That's when the pucker factor goes from 5 to 10. We can have pucker factor moments each and every day of our career. This is the space in which we work. So it's imperative that we can always go back to the why in order to give us the strength, the power, and the focus to keep leading well and practicing at the top of our license. Let me tell you about my why. So about 7 years ago, I suffered with ulcerative colitis, Crohn's disease. So about 7 years ago, for the first time in my life, I had to go under the knife. I had 3 surgeries, over 30 hours, and during the second surgery, I made a decision. At that time, I was a pharmaceutical sales manager, loved that career, it was very good to me. As I sat in that hospital bed, I said, wow, these people are giving everything for me. They're serving me. At that time, I knew that the second half of my career should be focused on serving others the way this nursing and this healthcare team has served me during a very, very difficult time in my life. At that time, I made the transition over to senior healthcare. Not once did I know a pandemic was coming. Not once did I think that I would have to put my life on the line, literally, in my decision to go to work. But see, by remembering the why, it allows me to know that I was called to serve the way people had served me. That gives me strength, it gives me purpose, and it gives me focus. So as we move forward into this week, I challenge you to identify your why. But more importantly, I want you to go to that why when you feel like you need a little extra push.